Wow, you guys are so amazing. Thank you all very much for the last video, my top 5 things I want to see in an Arkham Asylum remake. You guys have been amazing with that video. Thank you all for the love and support. Thank you all for the feedback. I do appreciate all feedback. One thing that I don't understand though, so if you guys can elaborate, is when I look back on my video, to me, the mic audio sounds fine. So if you guys can let me know for sure if it's that bad to you guys or if it's not really that bad, because whenever I look back on it, it sounds very good. Other than that, thank you all for the love, the supports, the feedback. Like I said, you guys are amazing. So as promised, if the last video got 10 to 20 likes, I would do a part 2. So here it is, the part 2 that y'all have been waiting for, the top 5 things I've want in an Arkham City remake. Now, if you guys want to see a part 3, make sure to get to 20 to 30 likes, so drop a like on this, and I'll make the top 5 things I want to see in an Arkham Origins remake. So without further ado, let's get right on into this video after these few messages. So yes, what are the 5 things that I want to see or see get added or that they can change in an Arkham City remake? Well, let's just recap on the last video a little bit, because a lot of those could actually work for this game as well, like a 60 frames per second updates or involved in the remake somehow. I think 60 frames would make this game look and feel a little better, just like in Arkham Asylum. I also think updated gameplay could work, obviously. Again, can you guys imagine the Arkham Knight style gameplay in Arkham City? I think that would be really cool. And of course, the last one I want to touch on is more bosses and better bosses. Now, I know some of you already know how I feel about Arkham City. I never hate Arkham City. I don't never hated on it, at least in my opinion. I just think the values that I carry tell me exactly how I feel about this game. And what I mean by that is everyone puts this game on a pedestal. Is it a good game? Absolutely. But is it as good as what people say? I think in a way it is, but in other ways it isn't. So I wanted to clear that up a little bit. But anyway, more bosses. Could you guys imagine the Black Mask thing, which we'll touch on Black Mask a little later. But could you imagine if Black Mask had his own boss battle, which I guess in a way he did in challenge maps or Robin's campaign. So I'm not gonna lie, I think Black Mask should have had some kind of arc in this game, and like I said, we'll touch on that a little later. So, but how about better bosses? Now, what do I mean by better bosses? In Arkham Asylum, I touched on that, they need better bosses, instead of, having it to where you throw batarangs for 90% of the bosses, they need to implement something better. Well, for Arkham City, they did do it better, just kind of a copy and paste to one another. And if you don't believe me, hear me out. In the Mr. Freeze boss fight, which is the best one in the game, you use one gadget or one skill, and then you move on to the next one. You can't do that one again. Well, some of them you actually can, and I've done that before. But the point is, you use one move or one gadget, and then you move on, and that's it. In every other boss, you don't do that. Now, I get it. I don't want every boss to be the same. Take a look at Arkham Origins, for example. Those boss fights were great. Those are the style of boss fights I want to see. But what do I mean by they're a copy and paste of one another? Well, look at Solomon Grundy. What do? You take out 3 of those electrifying things on the floor with your explosive gel, and then what do? You punch him a couple times, and then you rinse and repeat. So his boss fight is literally explosive gel, rinse and repeat 3 times. Then you go to Ra's al Ghul. What is his boss fight like? Oh, wait, you use the electrifying gun, and then rinse and repeat 2 times? And then in between those 2 times, you also fight ninjas? Oh, wait. You use a gadget still, right? Oh, yes, you are right. Then, then what I like to say is look at the Clayface boss battle. What do you use? Oh, wait. Are you saying a gadget? You're saying the freeze blast? Well, you're right. Do you see what I mean? They're heavily making you focus on the gadgets, which, not gonna lie, I like that more than what Arkham Asylum did, but that's just not for me, you know? Like, I hope you all understand about that. So that's what I mean. Make it a little better. If you want to use the gadgets, allow us to use the gadgets, but give us more than just spamming explosive gel, the rec gun, or the freeze blast. That's what I'm talking about. You literally dodge and then use that said gadget. That's literally all you do. While in Arkham Asylum, you do the same thing, but even more. So, I get why people like it, but to me, the bosses just need to be tweaked and better, in my opinion. They're already good. Like, look at Mr. Freeze yet again. And don't get me started on the Two-Face and Harley Quinn boss fights in technically DLC format. Catwoman with DLC and Robin in DLC. You literally fight those two the same way in the exact same fight, only in different places. In Harley Quinn's Revenge, as Robin, you fight Harley Quinn in a Predator section. Oh wait, you take out all their guards, all her guards I should say. And what happens? You start fighting her and more people come. What happens in the Two-Face versus Catwoman Predator section? Oh wait, you take out all his guards and then you fight him? Oh wait, more guards are coming. You see what I mean? It's the same thing in both games. So that's why I think better bosses and even more bosses would fix that problem. So yes, I wanted to touch on that because that's technically the first thing. Again, there is no particular order in this except for the last one, and I'll get to the last one here in a little bit. But yes, so no particular order, that's the first thing. And technically, I guess the second thing too. So let's move on to the third thing. Okay, so the third thing that I wanted to mention is more story with Nightwing. That's right, they brought in Nightwing. I want to see more stuff with Nightwing. I understand it was just part of the challenge match, but in a remake, I feel like this is a perfect opportunity to give Nightwing maybe a story pack DLC, or even put him in the main campaign somehow. They did with Robin. They gave him story packs. They gave him a part in the main campaign. Where's Nightwing? I want to see more with Nightwing. That's just something I want to see. Just, you know, maybe more, maybe a section where you do get to play as Nightwing. And that brings in with kind of the second thing, or the fourth thing, I should say, free roam with Robin and Nightwing. You get to free roam as Catwoman. I want to be able to free roam as other characters. I'm not saying the whole story has to be, you know, where you could choose your character and that's it. No, that's not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying I want to see Robin and Nightwing be used more. I want to see, you know, more story packs with them. Kind of like what they did in Arkham Knight. They gave you a story pack. Now, Arkham Knight, I can make a video on Arkham Knight as well. Let me know if you guys want me to make that. But my point is, I want to see more with his sidekicks. You get to play as Catwoman. In a remake, I feel like they could really do that. And then now the last and final thing on my list is the Black Mask thing that I mentioned earlier. I want to see more from Black Mask. Now, I know what some of y'all are thinking. How would that work? Well, it's very simple. You give him an arc. Is it strange that no pun intended? Isn't it strange that in Arkham City you meet Black Mask as Bruce Wayne? You know he's in Arkham City, and you see him for like 10 seconds at most in the very beginning, and that was it. The rest of him comes into challenge modes. Poor Black Mask. I want to see Black Mask come to the game, do some kind. I don't care if it's a small arc. I don't care if it's like a random encounter as a side mission. Give us more Black Mask in this story. So yes, obviously this was a kind of a little shorter in a way, but I do explain what I want to see in Arkham City, in an Arkham City remake, I should say. Let me know what you guys think. Can you guys think of anything else? What I'm trying to do is I don't know if you guys can tell, but what I'm trying to do is I look at the game, I see what was in there and what was missed. And I guess honorable mention, now that I'm just thinking about it, is better side missions. Recently, I just played through the game. I sped run through the story, didn't touch any side mission. I timed myself for each individual side mission, and let me tell you something, guys. You can get done with everything except Riddler in less than an hour and 5 minutes. And you know how many side missions there are? I think there's 12, including Riddler. That means 11 side missions you get done with. My time was an hour and 4 minutes. An hour and 4 minutes. That's Bane, Azrael, Hush, Mr. Freeze with his concussion grenade, and his wife. That's Azrael, Mad Hatter, and the AR challenges, the political prisoners, the act of violence side mission anyway, and Deadshot. An hour and 4 minutes. And Bane. Now, Riddler's taken me a little more than that, but I want more side missions that are lengthwise like Riddler. I want more and better side missions. So, I guess that's an honorable mention. But anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree? Do you disagree? Do you like my ideas? Do you think of other ideas? Let me know in the comments down below. And once again, if this video reaches 20 to 30 likes, I will make a part 3 of what I would like to see in an Arkham Origins remake. I'll pick out 5 things from that game, and I'll make a video around it. But anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thank you all very much. Leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Have a good day, everybody.
If only I could turn